Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Randolph High School in Randolph, New Jersey for the first round of the North Jersey Section 1 Group 4 playoffs. Here with the Randolph Rams and the Passaic Tech Bulldogs. I'm Shane Connick alongside Coach Nahan. Now, Coach, what do we got expecting coming from Randolph tonight?
So this is going to be a really big game. Randolph's had an excellent season this year so far, 17-8, and a lot of experience from the young team that got a playoff game last year. So I'm excited to see the girls come out and compete.
Definitely. Now, this Passaic Tech team's a good team, too. They went 10-12 on the year. They were the 14 seed in the tournament against Randolph, the 3. What do you think has Randolph coming with their experience you were just mentioning? How do you think that's going to help them tonight?
So Randolph's strengths is their defense, and if they can get Passaic out of their comfort zone early, it'll be a long night for them. Passaic does have some good three-point shooters, but the Randolph defensive plan tonight should be to protect the perimeter and really make them work inside.
Definitely, and you know, a cool story for Randolph is Sarah Bona. She's a freshman. She was a varsity field hockey player and was a key varsity field hockey player, now a varsity basketball player as well. What have you seen from her has been really good?
It's seen a lot of girls' games this year. Seeing Sarah get more and more playing time, she's really developed into a solid varsity player as a freshman. It's really cool to see for the future of the team, especially because this team is pretty young still.
Definitely. And so, how about this? Let's go with our player to watch for tonight for Randolph.
Player to watch for tonight, I'm going to go with the veterans. I'm going to go with Julia Wearsome tonight.
Definitely. Julia being a senior on this team, she's one of the captains. She's been playing every year. She'll be starting tonight. Tonight's starting 5 for the Rams is going to be Angeline Mulero, the sophomore, Alyssa Alfieri, Ellie Shanklapour, Julia Wearsome, and Samira Santana. And they're going to end up being introduced momentarily. Much more coming your way here from Randolph.
CTI. At guard, freshman number 10, Bella Duvall. At forward, freshman number 20, Trinity Clackett. A forward, sophomore number 14, Zanaya Henderson. At guard, junior number 3, Brianna Mathis. And at forward, senior number 22, Jenna Abreu. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Randolph Rams at guard, sophomore, number 1, Angeline Valero.
Valero been a key part of the team this year with 10 three-pointers. That's second in the team.
Alyssa Alfieri.
Alfieri leading the Rams in almost every stat category in assists, free throws, and more.
Number 30, Ellie Shanklapour.
Shanklapour, another key component to this team. Also a goalie in soccer.
Number 23, Julia Wearsome.
Wearsome, we talked about her earlier, the captain. And
number 4, Samira Santana.
Just saying about Wearsome, Santana and Wearsome, both great leaders on this team.
Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
So it's playoff time here in Randolph as the Randolph Lady Rams are set to take on the Passaic Tech Bulldogs. Bulldogs 6-4 in their conference, the Big North Liberty in third place, trailing Patterson, Kennedy, and Clifton. Randolph a remarkable 9-3 season in conference. The NJAC National finished in second place, only behind Pope John, who went 12-0. So Shanklapur and Abreu getting set for the tip. And it's a scramble for it. In the end, it's going to be Randolph in control. And we are off. Mulero's going to start it out. Give to Alfieri. Back to Weirsom.
Passaic County Tech starting off in a 2-3 zone.
Rebound Shanklapur kicks it out to Weirsom. We'll reset. Alfieri hard bounce pass into Shanklapur. Gonna work it back over to Weirsom. Behind the arc, pass it in to Mulero. Here's Weirsom with the drive, the shot, no good. And a rebound from Clacken. So the Bulldogs will set it up. Alfieri gonna defend the point guard. Here's a screen, working around it, pops a three, no good. Rebound for Duval.
Duval controls.
Abreu can't find it. Shanklapur comes up with it, and Alfieri's going to try and work it quickly for Randolph. Everyone gets back on sides. Here's Weirsom over to Shanklapur. Mulero for three. Yes! Angeline Mulero gets the scoring started.
Nice passing against the zone to get that open shot.
And looks like Mulero had it, stepped out of bounds. Passaic Tech will take it back.
And that's the aggressive defense I was talking about, Randolph, in the pregame.
Here's Henderson at the top of the key. Against Weirsom. Kick back out. Abreu. Back to Duval. Inside to Abreu, loses it, goes out of bounds. It will stay here as Mulero and Shanklapur got close to it.
That was a great swarming defense by the Rams. The second the ball got passed inside, you saw three defenders immediately attack.
Duval, a nice pass back to Mathis, who can't connect on the three. And now Mulero pushing it up, 2-on-2. Alfieri, the shot and the foul.
Great passing on the fast break. You're going to see Randolph, anytime Passaic, number 3 and 10, are taking shots on the perimeter, swarm out there and try and block the three.
Seeing Mathis and Duval as two of their Passaic Tech's key shooters. Definitely feel that Randolph will have to contain today. Alyssa Alfieri, the junior, heads to the line, can't connect. Shanklapur secures the rebound against three defenders, and Henderson comes up with it. Henderson pushing it up for the Bulldogs, almost lost it, but she is called for the travel. Randolph basketball. Now you see the PCTI on Passaic Tech's jerseys. That stands for Passaic County Technical Institute. It's a school of actually over 2,000 students attend there. A very big vocational school in Passaic County. They compete in Group 4. They're the 14 seed in North 1 Group 4 playoffs. Here's Weirsom with a three. No, bit too strong. Alfieri grabs the board. Kick to Mulero. Working it back to the senior. Great passing game from Randolph. Mulero can't find the rim on the three, and the ball will sail out of bounds. Passaic Tech will take it back.
You see versus the 2-3 zone, they really got quick passing and try and work it down low. Randolph coming out with a press right now.
And now they're going to trap. Pass sails high, but Duval is able to get it back. Oh. Henderson would have had an open look, but can't find the pass, and it sails out of bounds. Randolph basketball. Weirsom, another three. Nothing. Mulero trying to save it. It goes right into the hands of Abreu. And here comes Clacken pushing it right down the lane. The shot, the foul, another and one. Those are the Bulldogs' first points of the night. So first substitution being made for Randolph is Sarah Bona comes in for Julia Weirsom. Bona, the freshman that we mentioned during the pregame. That foul was called against Shanklapur. Here's the rebound and ends up being secured by Bona. Alfieri gonna push it up for the Rams. Santana couldn't find it, and the Bulldogs will take it back their way. 4:16 to go in the opening quarter. And another trap in the corner. Now she's going to drive in, right to the rim, can't connect. Mathis.
That was great defense by Shanklapur to hold their ground and not commit the foul. Forced a bad shot by PCTI.
Mulero back to Bona. Alfieri looked for a moment as though she was going to be double teamed. Mulero inside to Shanklapur. Back out Santana. Got it.
Great ball movement to find the open shooter.
Trying to move quickly, the Bulldogs. Duval has it. Bona against Matheson, a block shot. Sarah Bona, Samira Santana get to it, and now Shanklapur all by herself for the layup. Randolph goes coast to coast up to a 9-2 lead with just over 3 to go in this game. Timeout, Passaic Tech.
I really like the aggressive defense. Even after Shanklapur made the layup, they immediately got back into that man-man press and forced PCTI to take another timeout.
Definitely. And now, what do you think we've been seeing in this game that's gone particularly well for Randolph, Coach?
So the fast break. We've been making our layups on the fast break. The aggressive defense has given us more opportunities than they've had.
So looks like Passaic Tech might be putting out some, see if they put out a new fresh set of legs out on the court. Randolph going with the same 5 that were just out. Coming into the game this time, Jade Ramos-Henkel. Her 43 field goals lead the team. Actually, no, she's not going to come up. Or, yes, she will. She'll inbound it right here to Jayona Mathis and gives right back to Ramos-Henkel. Being guarded by Shanklapur. And intercepted by Mulero. Mulero, 1 against 2, puts it up and puts it in.
Again, converting the layups on the fast break has been the difference so far.
And they're going to trap Duval, trying to get the jump ball. They won't. Just a tiptoe around the line to avoid the over and back. They work it right inside. She tries to put it up. Randolph takes it back.
PCI switching its defensive strategy to man-to-man right now, which is actually playing to the Rams' favor.
Rebound, Clacken.
Clacken pass inside. Can't find it. Alfieri going to try and slow it up.
Jade Ramos-Henkel, number 4 now for the Bulldogs.
Kick to Alfieri. Here's Shanklapur. Driving towards the basket.
Shank draws the foul.
They're going to end up calling the foul against Zanaya Henderson. So she will go to the line and shoot 2. Ellie Shanklapur is a junior for the Rams. She starts in this team regularly, is also the starting goalie on the soccer team.
Another multi-sport athlete, really represents Randolph well.
Definitely. You got a couple of those as well. Courtney Downtain also playing softball. Sarah Bona, we talked about her. She'll be doing track and field this spring. Olivia Turner and Julia Weirsom check into the game.
This is a smart move, especially against the man-to-man defense. Now Randolph can work the ball down low, especially with its height right now.
Foul going to be called against Bona for the push. Mathis will trigger. Santana against Duval. Kick over, a shot, no good. Rebounded by Bona as Henderson couldn't connect. Weirsom going to push it up to Santana. Here's Weirsom. Back to Mulero. Mulero the drive, off the window, no good. Turner the rebound, puts it right back up. Securing the board is Henderson, and now on the ground, Randolph gets it back. Santana puts it up and hits.
Extra opportunity baskets. Randolph just giving extreme effort. Once the rebound was gained by Passaic, they fought to steal it right back.
Down low, puts it up. Rebounded by Turner. Weirsom up to Santana. Weirsom a three. Can't hit. Bumps around down there, ends up being retained by Henderson. And now Mulero trying to get the steal, knocks out of bounds. Coming in for Randolph is senior Courtney Downtain. For Passaic Tech, Paige Trainer will come in.
Paige Trainer, number 15 for the Bulldogs.
So just under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Tipped. Randolph ball. Here's Santana driving against the 1-on-2. Ball looks like it was kicked. They're going to call it off a kick against Randolph. Randolph's going to press with 16.5 seconds to go in quarter number one. Trying to work quickly, the Bulldogs. And now 10 seconds left. Back over. Gonna work it over to Duval. Takes a three, hits. And time will expire in the first quarter. So we're through one quarter. Three-seeded Randolph showing why they were ranked number 3. They put up an outstanding 15-point effort. They lead the Bulldogs 15-5. We're through one quarter here at RHS. Second quarter time here in Randolph. Passaic Tech Bulldogs, Randolph Rams. The Rams an outstanding first quarter. They lead 15-5. Looks like Olivia Turner, Julia Weirsom, Samira Santana, Sarah Bona, and Courtney Downtain will be the 5 that Coach Torres puts out. Passaic Tech looking to get back into this game. Alexa Conklin, the ball handler, just checked in. Kicks it back out to Jade Ramos-Hengel.
Alexa Conklin, number 5, sees action now for the Bulldogs.
Mathis being guarded by Downtain. Mathis over to Clacken. Back to Trainer, kicks it back over to Mathis. And trying to get the deflection, Santana gonna end up allowing for a pass right outside Trainer, a 3, no good. And ball bouncing around, Santana gets it and trying to lead the fast break for the Rams into Bona. And she'll kick it back out to Weirsom. Here's Downtain with a 2, no good. Just outside the elbow, can't hit. Olivia Turner ends up hitting it once it was out of bounds, allowing for the Bulldogs to take it back.
You see Randolph continues to press on the inbound. Passaic having a really tough time trying to beat the press. You're going to see Randolph get the ball back right away.
Here's Downtain driving. Santana trying to set a screen, but Downtain is called for the double dribble, and the Bulldogs will retake possession.
This is a good matchup here, Downtain on Duval. Duval being their best ball handler and three-point shooter. Downtain, one of the toughest defenders on the team.
Yeah, that was actually Jayana Mathis, who is similarly with Duval, another one of the best ball handlers and shooters on the team.
Duval returns for Tech.
Duval checks in for Trainer. Here's Downtain. Around the screen by Santana. Santana trying to roll off, and she finds her inside, puts it up off the glass. Just can't hit. Put back by Turner. No good. She's going to try again. Got the foul and the shot.
Wow, an unbelievable pass by Downtain down low. Rebounded by Turner 2 times and put back for the basket.
Excellent. Playing off the rim there by Randolph. And now Turner a chance for a 3-point play. Foul was called against Jayana Mathis. Olivia Turner, a sophomore for the Rams.
Rebound to Trainer.
And the ball's lost. Weirson gets it back. Ball falls out of bounds, and the Rams will take it back.
13.
Mulero, Alfieri, and Shanklapur will be coming back at the next change of possession. Now here's a shot. The foul is going to be called.
Ramos Henkel goes hard to the hole and draws the foul.
You're going with the ball, right?
So it's Bona.
That's the second foul called on Bona. I think she's about to come out and get subbed in for.
So Shanklapur, Alfieri, Mulero coming in. Downtain, Bona, and Santana will come out. For the Bulldogs, Clacken comes out. Can't connect. Alfieri the rebound. Just under 6 to go. Mulero off the window and in.
And you see with the lineup that Coach George just put in, a lot more ball handlers and speed, and immediately you saw one pass, one shot, basket made.
Hey, Blue, we gotta get back. Yo, 13. See, baseline, one baseline. 13. Get open. Don't shut it.
Duval at the top of the key. Back to Ramos Henkel. Loses it. Picks it right back up. And now 2 Bulldogs are right next to each other for a moment. Mathis going to work it back out. And loses it. And now here comes Mulero. Mulero by herself. Got the layup.
Excellent defense by Turner. Holds her ground. The ball gets deflected. Mulero able to convert to the full court layup. Fast break.
So a 21-5 lead as a 30-second timeout is utilized by Passaic Tech. 5:08 to go in quarter number 2. Randolph on a 6-0 run to begin quarter number 2. So in the North 1 Group 4 playoffs, as we've said several times, Passaic Tech, the 14 seed, Randolph, the 3 seed. They are playing, the winner of this game is taking on the winner of the Hackensack-Morristown game, Hackensack 11, Morristown 6. That game is also taking place tonight. Here's Mathis. Pass over, Shanklapur, the defense along the baseline. Foul is called just before.
Foul called on Turner on the block.
And there she goes off the glass and good. The bank is open for Jade Ramos-Henkel, who puts it in for 2 points. Alfieri over to Shankalapur. And Mulero, no good. Gonna be rebounded by Shankalapur. Back up and in. Another and one for the Rams tonight.
Such a strong move by Shankalapur to be able to get it off the rebound and go up strong and convert the basket on the foul.
Petra Kasani, number 11 now.
Petra Kasani, a sophomore for this Randolph team. She played a lot on this team. She played on this team as a freshman as well last year. As Shankalapur heads to the line. Can't hit the free throw. It's going to be rebounded by Ramos-Henkel. Here she goes right to the rim. No good. Turner trying to fight for the rebound with Ramos-Henkel. Puts it back up. Can't hit. A save. Inside, back up. Ball bounces around, and it's going to end up being retained by Randolph. Down low to Alfieri. Mulero for three. No good. Out of bounds off of Passaic Tech. Juliet Lamancuso comes in for the Rams. Jenna Abreu back in for Passaic Tech as Coach Torres is going to utilize a timeout. So if you're a really big Randolph sports fan, also going on tonight, the boys basketball team's away at Fairlawn, also in the opening round of the North 1 Group 4 playoffs. Then on Wednesday night, the hockey team will be playing. Big game tonight, not involving Randolph, but for that boys ice hockey team, being Middletown South and Point Pleasant Borough. The winner of that team is who the Rams will face on Wednesday night. And obviously, if you're watching the broadcast, at this point, you probably know who Randolph's playing on Wednesday night, but right here, that's what's going on. But on the court right in front of us, the Randolph Lady Rams are cruising to a 23-7 lead with 3:58 to go in the first half. Kasani will trigger it into Turner. Back over to Mulero. Kasani over to Alfieri. Alfieri around a screen by Lamancuso. Petra. Dribbling it back over to Mulero, trying to set a screen. Mulero from the elbow. No good. A foul is called against Abreu. So Angeline Mulero will head to the line.
Does a nice job by Mulero coming off the pick, getting a much higher percentage shot and drawing the foul.
First free throw hits. Hits them both. 25-7 the lead for the Rams. 3.5 to go. They'll swing it for a three. No good. Rebounded by Alfieri. Petra up top. Uh-oh, jump ball. She is strangling for it with Mathis. Possession arrow in Randolph's favor, so it'll say here. Olivia Turner's got it. Inside Lamancuso. Kick back out to Mulero. Kasani gonna drive back to Turner. Inside Lamancuso putting it up in traffic. No good. Turner another putback try. In the end, Bulldogs basketball. Zanaya Henderson pushing it up for the Bulldogs. Driving inside to the rim. The foul's called. Can't get the shot to fall.
Juliet Lamancuso, 14, on the wood now for the Reds.
So Zanaya Henderson, the sophomore starter for the Bulldogs, will head to the line. Courtney Downtain checks back in for Randolph. Clacken back in for Passaic Tech.
Courtney Downtain, number 10 for Randolph.
No good. Kasani the rebound. And now here comes Alfieri. Working it back out. An aggressive defense being played by Mathis. Way in the back. Here's Kasani. Gonna drive on in the lane. Puts it up. The foul's called. Shot doesn't fall. She'll go to the line. Shoot two.
To the line for two.
It's a nice move by Petra. Really draw the foul. Continue to attack the basket against PCTI, especially when they're playing man defense.
Bit too strong on the first free throw. Julia Weirsom will check in for Olivia Turner.
Returns to Randolph.
And for the Bulldogs, Jenna Abreu comes back in for Henderson. 16 fouls each, 2:25 to go in the second quarter. Randolph leading 25-7. Abreu trying to get the rebound. She's going to fight for it with Lamancuso, and now Bulldogs end up getting it back. Kick out, three, bit too short. Rebound Abreu, right back up with it. Can't get it. Lamancuso tapped it out of bounds, and the Bulldogs will retain possession.
A rare miss by number 10 on Passaic, one of those 2 3-point shooters they have.
Yeah, Isabella Duval, she has 32 threes on the year. Jayana Mathis, number 3, has 28, both heading into this game. Alfieri, the defense. Coming over for a screen, Weirsom right back over. Here's a three. No good. Lamancuso trying to get it, and she's going to get caught in a jump ball tangle with Clacken.
And the jump ball is going to stay for Passaic. They'll have the inbound underneath.
And a block by Petra. Petra Kasani comes up with a huge block. And now Alfieri kicks it out. Downtain the shot. Can't hit.
Control by Abreu.
And here come the Bulldogs the other direction. And now almost loses it. Abreu, about 80 ticks to go in quarter number 2. There she goes. Foul going to be called against Juliet Lamancuso. Ramos Henkel heading to the line.
Randolph Henkel to the line for Tech.
So Lamancuso now has 2 fouls in this game. Second free throw from Ramos Henkel, can't hit. Weirsom the rebound, and now another jump ball. Coach, we're continuing to see that aggressive play from both teams. Seen several jump balls, see these girls fighting for it. You know, they know what it's at stake. It's a playoff game.
Yeah, I think you just said it's a playoff game, so you're going to see a lot of scrappy defense on both sides. There have been a ton of jump balls. I think that's why you see a lot of the fouls so far, with 13 being called in this first half. A lot of aggressive gameplay. You're going to see Passaic right now playing that pressure, too.
Exactly. You continue to see him come out on them, even in the backcourt up close. Weirsom trying to drive Lamancuso back over to Petra. Kasani puts it up, no good. Abreu trying to find it, and it looks like we are nearly at another jump ball.
Bulldog ball.
So Passaic Tech will end up having it again. 45.8 left, 25-7 Randolph. Everyone's going to get on their man here. So it'll be Passaic Tech basketball. Here they go, almost loses it. Abreu pass it over, puts up a shot, no good. Downtain the board. Over to Lamancuso. Back to Alfieri. 30 seconds left.
We'll probably see Randolph hold it here for one final shot, see if Coach Torres has a play set up.
Still, Mathis greeted her right away as she crossed half court. And now, I don't know if Passaic Tech's going to want that to happen. They probably want to get their last shot, too. Continue seeing them play more and more aggressive. Here's Kasani, pass over Lamancuso, puts up a 2, no good. Kasani gets blocked by Trinity Clacken.
Petra's foul, should go to the line.
So exactly 7 seconds to go. And Petra Kasani, the sophomore, will head to the line. And she hits it. Ellie Shanklapore and Olivia Turner are going to come on as Petra Gasani.
7 seconds.
And they have 6 girls on the court right now. Someone's going to have to get off. It'll be Lamancuso who just gets off before Passaic Tech inbounds it. 4 seconds left. They work it up quickly. Weirson ready to greet her down low. The and one is called. Second straight quarter that ends with the potential 3-point play for the Bulldogs.
These extra opportunities for Passaic is what's getting them these points. Again, with less than 5 seconds to go in the quarter, drawing the foul.
Can't get the 3-point play. Kicks over to Alfieri. We have reached halftime. Randolph an 11-4 run. Nonetheless, in the second quarter, been outstanding play from Randolph. And we have reached halftime at RHS. With the score, your Randolph Lady Rams 26, Passaic Tech Bulldogs 9. Welcome back to Randolph High School, where the Randolph Lady Rams have a 26-9 lead over the Passaic Tech Bulldogs as we get ready for the start of the second half. I'm Shane Connick alongside Coach Nahan. Coach, what stood out to you from Randolph in the first half?
The defense playing a lot of full court press, and the second the ball was driving in, you saw Randolph all swarm to the paint and not let Passaic get any good shots off.
And if you're Coach Torres, what would your message to the team have been at halftime?
Keep attacking, keep playing great defense, and everything else will take care of itself.
Definitely. Now, we continuing in this game, we're seeing this, very hard defense on both ends. We're seeing girls coming out on each other. We're seeing everyone pressing. It's the playoffs. You want to leave everything out on the table, put your best foot forward. This is a first round of the Northland Group 4 playoffs. Said that a couple times. So here we go. Passaic Tech shooting the other basket now right in front of us. Drive into the rim early and a block by Shanklapore. That is Ellie's 23rd block of the year. That leads the team. Mulero back over to Santana. Working it up to Alfieri. The original starting 5 are on the floor for the Rams. Santana over to Weirsom. Weirsom taking it over, the give to Alfieri. Mulero inside to Alfieri. Mulero back over to Weirsom. Shanklapore trying to set a screen against Duval. Mulero. And here's Weirsom with a 3. Abreu contested, but Weirsom knocks it down.
Great way to start the half. Huge shot by Weirsom. Really sets the tone.
So Randolph opens up a 20-point lead, continuing to extend their largest lead they've had. And intercepted by Mulero. Mulero, the drive to the rim, the shot. Takes a hard foul by Mathis on the way up.
Bella, she's coming out. You're drift, right? You're drift. Just away. Hey, she's coming out.
Scary moment there as Mulero goes up for the layup and falls down to the court. Medical staff is giving her attention right now. Hopefully she's okay.
Randolph trainers, Mr. Grable and Miss Deeb, will have a moment with Mulero down there. Once we return, she'll be shooting 2 free throws after the foul was on Mathis. Mulero's able to get up and walk off under her own power. So Mulero's going to come off the court. They're going to sub in Courtney Downtain. So by virtue of Downtain being Mulero's substitution, Downtain shoots the 2 free throws. Can't hit on the first. Her second goes in. 30 points for the Rams. And pass goes up. Abreu over Shanklapore. Shanklapore, another block. Her second block in the first minute and a half. The jump ball afterward. Possession arrow pointing in Randolph's favor. They will take it back. Again, Passaic Tech is pressing in the backcourt. Downtain faced the double team for a moment. Santana over Wearsome. Alfieri. Shanklapore is down low as everyone else gets back on side. Wearsome drives inside. Shanklapore had it for a moment. The fake. Here's Downtain. Oh, a nice pass back to Shanklapore. The drive inside, no good. Gets her own rebound. Ball bounces. And a jump ball. Samira Santana and Jayana Mathis wrapped for the jump ball over there. Now here come the Bulldogs. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound Duval, puts it back up. Abreu, foul's gonna be called against Downtain.
Close one. I really thought she had the ball in that one, but
looked like Downtain probably touched her hand as she was going for it instead of the ball. It's also the official from the back that called it, not the one that was right up.
not the best angle to call from.
Bit too short on the first free throw. Jenna Abreu. She has 36 field goals on the year and 140 rebounds, which leads the team. She's a senior. Shanklapore the board. And tipped in the air by Abreu and into the stands. Nice catch by the pair that caught that. Here's Alfieri. Trying to escape the backcourt pressure. Santana bringing it up. Wearsome is open, takes the three, and makes it. Julia Wearsome, another three-pointer. She leads this team in three-pointers, and we have seen why today, continuing to knock them down from behind the arc.
That's 3 straight possessions you saw. Passaic tried to press Randolph. Randolph doing a tremendous job breaking the press. Wearsome hitting the wide-open three. Really starting to break this game wide open.
33-9 is the lead for Randolph. Now these are two teams that don't play each other that often. It's Passaic Tech playing in a different county in Passaic County, but also we said, you know, Randolph playing in the NJAC, them playing in the Big North. They just play a lot of different teams in general. So I feel like when you come into a playoff game like this, you're playing a team not only that you might be better, like let's say, you know, for Passaic Tech, obviously Randolph's a better team on paper than them. They also haven't seen Randolph, and they haven't seen teams that Randolph's played, so that's definitely something that's going to be harder for a team like that.
Yeah, when it comes to these county tournaments, you know, they're playing teams you don't have any familiarity with. You don't know their players. Maybe you didn't play against them in field hockey, soccer, those other seasons, so you really don't know what to expect. Both teams, you can watch a little bit of film, but you can't really gauge it till the game begins. And I think you're starting to see the Randolph's just preparation is clearly stands out compared to Passaic.
And you can probably attest to that with football this past season is, you know, the whole season you played as Abreu puts up the shot, foul's called. in football this year, you guys played in the regular season all the normal teams. You added 2 new teams, but it was still familiar teams in Morris Hills, Ramapo, maybe not as much, but still. Other teams from around here would play them, but then you hit the playoffs, and instead of playing, the Knowleses and the Mount Olives and the Roxburys and all those teams, you're playing teams like Colonia and Irvington, and then you got other teams that are waiting, like Phillipsburg, all these teams that just aren't near that you might not have seen.
Yeah, it's tough. So you try to base it off maybe similar teams that they played in the regular season, teams you played, and really you can watch the film, see the size or the speed, but sometimes it's a lot different when you're there in person.
Bona kicks it up to Kasani. Kasani back over to Sarah Bona, and a traveling violation is called. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to go in this third period. Puts up a 3. Henderson can't connect. Going to be rebounded by Ramos. Henkel driving inside. Alfieri gets it back. Secures the board, and now foul is called right along the baseline. So Mathis, the one called for it. And now here's Sarah Bona in the corner. Gonna have to get it up before the 8 seconds. Alfieri looking for Bona up top. There goes Bona. Alfieri drives inside, looking for Olivia Turner. Ball goes out of bounds.
The inbounder wide open right after the play. Nice move by Bona, though, to lay it in.
Ramos Henkel leading the charge for the Bulldogs. Kick back out to Duval. Being guarded by Bona and Olivia Turner coming up as well.
Notice how you see all those Ram defenders outside the three-point line, not letting those shots go.
And Duval knocks down the tray. Isabella Duval. She has 32 three-pointers, which led her team heading into this game, and now has another one. Bona inside. Kasani puts it up. No good. Turner back up off the glass and good.
Expect to see a lot more three-point shots now from Passaic to really try and cut this lead.
Definitely, they want to come as close as possible. They're not going to back down. It's a playoff game. This is their season's at stake here. They don't want to see their season end tonight. So even if, it might be close to impossible with given the amount of time left, they're never going to say never, and it ain't over till it's over. So they're going to give it every effort they can. Bona and the Rams are going to try and do that same thing as she pushes it down and gets the layup.
Wow, the big difference tonight has definitely been converting these fast break layups and shots.
Here's a 3. It goes down. Another 3 from Duval, as the Bulldogs are not backing down.
Battle the ball once again.
There goes Alfieri. Back to Petra Kasani. Bona almost lost it. And Coach Torres will use a timeout.
Good timeout by Coach Torres. You saw Passaic starting to gain a little momentum off those threes. Call the timeout, maybe to shift it back in Randolph's favor.
I was trying. Here goes Bona into Olivia Turner. Gets the layup.
Quick basket right off the timeout. Really great call. Check out the height in this lineup and how they're defending the perimeter right here. You have Bona, you have Petra, you have Olivia all up top. Not letting those easy three-pointers go off.
Juliet Lamancuso will check in for Randolph. She'll come in for Bona. Mathis will inbound it to Isabella Duval. Lamancuso will come out on her. And now inside pass goes up. The foul's called.
Henderson underneath draws the foul. Tonight to the line.
And she hits. Zanaya Henderson, a sophomore on this team. She starts. She's a forward. Been a key part of this team all year, and now can't hit the second, and now Shanklapour grabs it away. If they have multiple defenders down there guarding you, you know that someone's open, you know, further up, so that's why you always just want to try and throw it up if you're in that situation, hope that doesn't get deflected. Just what Randolph tries to do now down low. Ball's going to end up being taken away by Passaic Tech. Saves. And Kasani gets it over to Mulero. Up top, Shanklapour. Can't hit, stopped by the rim. And now there goes Turner. The foul's called, and Olivia Turner will head back to the line. So Jade Ramos-Henkel called for the foul. She's got her first, putting Randolph at 42 points to Passaic Tech's 18. Minute and 47 to go. And Bulldogs have it as Trinity Clacken controls the rebound. Clacken puts it up. Mulero the steal and the takeaway.
Great defense by Randolph, just keeping the arms straight up, feet on the floor, and not falling for any of the fakes.
Turner gonna try again, and she gets the hard layup.
Turner really creating her presence down there, getting her own rebounds, putting it right back up for the basket.
Sails out of bounds, deflects off of Mathis. Julia Weirstone coming in for Randolph, and Paige Trainer for the Bulldogs.
Seen a lot of substitutions by Randolph, but that's what's keeping this fast-paced play going throughout the game.
Same can be said for Passaic Tech. Here's Santana. Wearsome, top of the key driving. Bounce pass over to Samira Santana, no good. Clacken controls as Lamancuso, the aggressive D down there.
Mathis is fouled before the shot.
Prior to the shot, Weirsom gets called for the foul. Here's a three, no good. Rebounded by Olivia Turner. Here's Angeline Mulero. Over to Samira Santana. Mulero driving in, puts it up and puts it in.
Great move by Mulero. That guard play really hurts when she could just drive right down the middle.
Here's Isabella Duval. Here's a shot, won't fall. 10 seconds left. Julia Weirstone tries a three. Another one for the Randolph senior.
Wow, huge shot again right before the quarter ends.
We are through 3 quarters of play. The Randolph Rams a 49-18 lead over the Passaic Tech Bulldogs heading into the 4th.
Shane, who did you ask me before, or who did I say before the game would be an impact player tonight?
You said Weirsom.
I said Weirsom. I think right now she's got 3 huge 3-pointers on the evening.
Definitely. It's been a great quarter for the Rams and a great game thus far. We'll be back at you with some 4th quarter action momentarily. 4th quarter time here in Randolph as the Randolph Lady Rams a 49-18 lead over the Passaic Tech Bulldogs. Santana will inbound it to Weirsom, and we're off in the 4th quarter. So, Coach, what do you think the Rams have got to do in this 4th quarter?
In this 4th quarter, continue to play that aggressive defense, protect the perimeter, do not let them take those wide open threes, and you're gonna see Passaic is just gonna keep shooting it up if they're especially down by this much.
Exactly. You know, Passaic Tech, we continue to say it, they're not just going to give up and, you know, let that be that. They're going to fight with every last bit they have. That shot won't fall, and now an aggressive rebound from Mathis over to Clacken. Lamancuso and her get into a tangle and yet another jump ball. Speaking of that aggressive play we're seeing on both ends.
Again, you saw Randolph just holding their ground, not committing the cheap fouls, and it's forcing a lot of the errors by Passaic.
Stolen by Downtain. Working it up court. Bounce pass to Turner. Kick out. Weirsom. Downtain along 2. Lamancuso, the board, loses the basketball. Passaic Tech has it.
2-1-2. Hey, foul line. JJ in the corner. Trinity, Bella in the other corner. Trinity, on this side, Trent. On this side.
Lamancuso, the defense against Clack. Here's Duval. Steps over for a 3. Turner the rebound. And now there's Trainer back over to Duval, putting it up and putting it in. Isabella Duval.
Duval's a really quick jump back step to open up her own shot. We saw after a miss, she fought back, got the ball, and that led to the basket by Passaic.
Coach Torres used a timeout just before the 8-second call could be assessed. 6 minutes and 28 seconds to go, and it's a 31-point lead for the Rams. So Weirsom with 3 3-pointers in the second half. And now here is Downtain. Weirsom inside to Lamancuso. Weirsom steps over a 3. Can't hit. It's going to be rebounded by Mathis. Weirsom trying to get it. Ball falls out of bounds. No fouls called.
Really good defensive play by Weirsom there to slow down the fast break.
And fires the ball right out of bounds. Randolph ball.
Alexa Conklin, number 5, once again.
So Alexa Conklin will come in for Jade Ramos-Henkel. Receives a very warm greeting from her teammates as she heads to the bench. Ramos Hengel's a sophomore on this team, one of their key players. Wearsome inside, got it. 11 for her on the night, I believe.
Great move by Wearsome. Continue to drive and finish her own shot.
So Wearsome into double figures. And so timeout going to be called after the apparent injury. Miss D will come over and have a look along with Mr. Grable. So, Coach, this past season was a very successful one for the football team. You guys continue to have big win after big win, and many of them ended up coming in blowout fashion at home. What was your message to the team in a game like this where, you got a big lead, it's getting later in the game? What do you want the team to do?
So at a time like this, especially when you have the lead, you have to continue to play fast, play hard. The second you start relaxing, either the other team can get back in it, or your play can get sloppy. You don't deviate from the path. You don't get away from what got you there. Might be also these good opportunities when you have this lead. You're able to get younger talent in the game, get them that varsity experience, which you might see in a couple minutes.
We're already seeing it right now as Cassandra Saby, number 45, is in now for Randolph, and we'll definitely be seeing more of that as this game progresses from Coach Torres. Saby with the defense against Conklin. Hard passes over from Passaic Tech. Three-pointers fall short. Bona secures the board. Gives it back to Alfieri. There's Sarah Bona. Saby. Over to Cassani. Back out. Cassandra Saby.
Cassie Saby, 45 now on wood for the Rams.
And trying to find Bona inside. Eventually she will. Ball goes out of bounds. So it'll stay here. Shanklapur back out. Cassani. Cassani along the baseline. Give to Saby. Takes her first shot. No good. Rebounded by Conklin. And loses it. I'll give it back to Alexa Conklin. Over to Duval. Saby going back and forth. Deflects it. She gets the block. And now they're going to find Shanklapur down low. Conklin rushing back on defense. Can't hit. Bona the rebound. Trying to put it back up. Abreu in there trying to get it. Eventually Shanklapur will. Kicks it out to Alfieri. And now another fast break coming for the Bulldogs. And knocked down by Saby. Saby and Alfieri trying to lead the 2-on-1 with Abreu coming over on defense, but she ends up getting the 2 points. Excellent play by Randolph. Timeout Passaic Tech. 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Excellent job by Saby with the hard-earned breakaway off the steal on defense and finishes it with the layup.
We'll see if now we reach the point where Coach Torres starts to use some more of the younger players and use more of the players who haven't received much time today, because for now it's been mostly the starters, then Dante, Lamancuso, Bona, and Turner, and Pench and Petra.
It's always great when you're the 3 seed and you're expected to take care of business in a first-round game against a 14 seed. You come out, you do that, and you have an opportunity to get a lot of the younger players. So we're going to be a future and foundation of this team in a varsity playoff game. You can't ask for a better night.
And this team speaks a lot to, that a good high school team in the sense that they're very mixed. They got the freshmen in Sarah Bona. They've got their senior core in Julia Wearsome, Samira Santana, Courtney Dante, and Juliet Lamancuso. then they have so many of those sophomores and juniors with players like Turner, players like Sabi, players like Petra Cassani, then the starters and people like Mulero, Alfieri, Shanklaport that'll be back. And then still plenty of players that are either more bench players, for lack of a better term, or JV players that are going to be coming up on varsity and being key players within the next 2 years. So definitely a great program they have as a three-pointer goes up from Giovanni Wright, who had yet to see action for the Bulldogs, and now tipped by Petra. She's going to secure it. Give to Alfieri.
Harrison 55 now for the Bulldogs.
Here's a shot from the elbow, no good. Sabi gets it back, kicks it out to Alyssa Alfieri.
Galatasaray, number 12 for Tech.
Loses it. Alfieri over to Bona. Petra Cassani, no good.
Rebound to Brave.
Here's Alexa Conklin. And a takeaway. Sabi up to Cassani. Cassani, no good. Put back in by Sarah Bona. And a timeout is going to be called by Randolph. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
And you're going to see a full 5 sub exchange to probably close this game out tonight by the Rams.
Been a great one to open up the playoffs. As we said, we'll be playing the winner of Hackensack and Morristown. No update on that game right now. But Randolph will be hosting them for sure, as Randolph being the 3 seed, Morristown being 6, Hackensack being 11.
And Shane, I think you said it earlier, what a huge week for Randolph sports as this winter season starts to end, get towards the end. You have wrestling state championships coming up with Randolph being represented by 3 different wrestlers.
Yep.
Our 145, Johnny Lopez, Derek Rooney at 182, and Ryan Knox at the heavyweight will all head down to AC and compete for that state championship.
Definitely. It's always an exciting time of year, that end of winter season, start of spring season, weather's starting to get warmer. Always an exciting time here in North Jersey, it's sports season, it like never sleeps. You got the fall season with the football and all the excitement that comes with that, and then before you know it's winter season, and then spring season right after that. So a lot going on here in Randolph you don't want to miss out. The girls taking care of business on this Monday night. La Mancuso trying to knock it out of bounds. It'll stay here.
And you see the rest of the lineup is getting some playing time here tonight with new role players coming in the game.
Kylie Santee, number 44, on the court for Randolph. Number 15, Caitlin Olive. And then Sabi Downtain and La Mancuso. Passaic Tech has their senior, Jenna Abreu, at the free throw stripe right now. One of a few seniors on this team is La Mancuso secures the board, gets fouled. No longer pressing in the back court. Downtain over. Here's a 3. Yes! Caitlin Olive from downtown.
I knew the second Olive was getting down on offense. She was ready to take that shot.
Always exciting to see. 100 ticks to go. Here's the 3 from Conklin. No good. Rebound Downtain. And up she goes. Down low for Cassandra Sabi. Alexa Conklin's going to get it. And then down there, that is Olive. Here's another 3. In and out. Sabi working it over, driving in is Santee, putting it up and in. Kylie Santee.
That's a lot of different scores tonight for Randolph. Nice to see that.
They open up a 62-21 lead over Passaic Tech, and now Conklin can't connect. A big rebound by Cooper Harrison.
Rebound Harrison.
Swinging it around. Here's a shot. The two-pointer goes in from Kiavani Wright.
For two. Under a minute.
And here comes Randolph. Caitlin Olive over to Courtney Downtain. Bounce pass inside Lyman Cuso. Over looking for Downtain. She's going to fight for it. No jump ball yet, and now it's going to be called between her and Conklin.
Bulldog possession.
So it'll be Bulldogs basketball. 25 seconds left. Conklin, Lamacuso trying to take it away. Here's a three. That was Kiani Severe, another senior on the team. And now a jump ball between Cassandra Sabi and Jenna Abreu.
You see, even with the big lead, Randolph still fighting for jump balls and playing aggressive. That's just true reflection of this team's attitude and how they want to play in this tournament.
Definitely. And so, Caitlin Olive will dribble it out. 2 seconds left. And the Randolph Lady Rams are moving on. They will host the winner of Hackensack and Morristown on this court on Wednesday night. A remarkable game played tonight for the Rams to a huge 62-23 victory over the Passaic Tech Bulldogs. They'll improve to 18-8 overall on the season. Just a great game played, Coach.
Awesome game. You knew Passaic Tech wasn't going to go down easy right away. Randolph really fought hard, extended the lead. I think the big difference maker was some big-time three-pointers made by some Randolph players and the fast break layups by the entire team.
And we'll try and get post-game interviews coming to you momentarily from Randolph. Shane Connick here with Coach Torres. Now, Coach, you just won your first playoff game. How's that feeling?
It feels great. We had a nice game today. The girls followed the game plan to a T.
And what do you think had going well for the team tonight?
Well, we shared the ball very well. We got open looks, and when we got those open looks, we converted.
I was going to say, we continue to see that defense shine tonight. Just how great was it that you've seen this year?
Well, our defense all year has been top-notch. We've held some of the top teams in the state below 20 points below their number. Our girls rotate well. We have good length, and we are anticipating very, very well.
Now, I was talking to Coach Nahan about this during the game, and that Passaic Tech is not a team that you've seen, nor have teams that you've played this year seen. Thus, it's a team that you don't really know anything about, and that's a big obstacle that you run into when you come into the state playoffs playing all these teams that you might really know nothing about. So how did you have the team prepare for that with that in mind?
Well, again, we did have 4 game films on them, so we did scout them pretty extensively. We don't take anything for granted here. And so we kind of knew who their scorers were and who their inside players were. We kind of took both of them away today.
Definitely. Coach, congratulations on the win, and we'll see you on Wednesday night.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Here with Ellie Shanklapore. Now, Ellie, what do you think had going well for you best in your game today?
As a team overall, I think we moved the ball well. We were very quick and we pushed up the floor. Usually we run teams off the court. We have a very athletic team, and we use that to our advantage, especially tonight. So I think that really worked out well for us in getting extra points.
Now, I was just talking to Coach about this, but Passaic Tech is a team that you haven't seen yet, that none of the teams that you've played have seen. So when you have to prepare for a game with this kind of magnitude, how does that play, and how might that be different than others?
Usually when we play teams within our conference or that we've played previously, we know some of the girls on our team either from other sports or, we know the type of athletes that they are. But when it comes down to this, it's really just scouting and making sure that you watch tape and you do everything necessary in order to mentally prepare yourself to play girls who you may not know,
Yeah. And you have now another playoff game Wednesday night against Hackensack or Morristown. I couldn't find on Twitter who won that game. So what do you think that the team's going to have to do to prepare for that game?
Tomorrow, obviously, we'll know who won that game, and I think it really comes down to just the same thing as tonight. We haven't played either of those teams, and it's very important that we do our homework about them. We look up the girls, we see their stats online, and we really drill home the fact that we don't know them. I don't know. I mean, it really just comes down to, as I said, doing your homework, making sure that we do everything possible to run them off the court again. Being that we don't know their strategy, we just have to stick to our game and stay true to us.
Definitely. Thank you, Ellie. Good luck on Wednesday and enjoy the win.
Have a good one.
So that'll just about wrap up our coverage of the Randolph Lady Rams' big victory over the Passaic Tech Bulldogs here from Randolph High School. For CJ Columbaris, Coach Nahan, and everyone else, I'm Shane Connick saying so long from Randolph High School.